standing in the middle of a storm, voices shouting, notifications buzzing, deadlines looming, and your mind racing to keep up. It's overwhelming, suffocating even. Now picture this. You step out of that chaos, and for a moment, everything stops. No noise, no distractions, just you and the quiet. That's the power of silence, a force so profound it can anchor you in the wildest storms of life. By the end of this script, you'll discover how embracing silence can unlock unshakable focus, deepen your connections, and reveal the strength you never knew you had. So stay with me, because this isn't just about being quiet, it's about reclaiming your power. Why silence feels like a superpower. Let's be honest, silence sounds like the opposite of exciting. In a world that glorifies hustle, constant chatter, and endless scrolling, choosing silence feels almost rebellious. But here's the secret. Silence isn't the absence of action. It's the birthplace of transformation. It's where you find the clarity to cut through the noise, the focus to conquer your goals, and the courage to face your deepest truths. Think about it. When was the last time you felt truly in control, not just reacting to the world but choosing your path? Silence is the key to that control, and it's more powerful than you might think. The problem: drowning in noise. We live in a world that never stops talking. From the ping of a text message to the 24/7 news cycle, our brains are bombarded with information every second. Studies show the average person is exposed to over 10,000 digital stimuli daily. Ads, emails, social media posts. It's no wonder we feel scattered, anxious, or just plain exhausted. This constant noise doesn't just drain our energy, it drowns out our ability to think clearly. We're so busy reacting, liking, commenting, arguing, that we lose sight of what really matters: our goals, our relationships, ourselves. Worse, this noise addiction creeps into our personal lives. Ever notice how we fill every pause in a conversation with filler words or jump to respond before someone's even finished speaking? We're terrified of silence, as if it's a void that needs filling. But what if that void is exactly what we need? The solution: silence as a reset button. Silence isn't about retreating from the world, it's about reclaiming it. When you pause, really pause, you create space to breathe, think, and grow. Here's why silence is a game changer. 1. Silence sharpens your focus. In a 2013 study published in the journal Brain Structure and Function, researchers found that just 2 minutes of silence can boost cognitive performance more than listening to music or ambient noise. Why? Silence allows your brain to process, organize, and prioritize. It's like hitting the reset button on a cluttered computer. When you step away from distractions, even briefly, you train your mind to focus on what's essential. Try this. For 1 week, carve out 5 minutes each day to sit in silence. No phone, no music, just you. At first, your mind will race. Thoughts about work, errands, or that awkward thing you said 3 years ago. That's normal. But the more you practice, the quieter your mind becomes. You'll start noticing details you overlooked, solutions to problems you couldn't crack, and a sense of calm that carries you through the day. 2. Silence amplifies your presence. Have you ever met someone who speaks sparingly but commands attention when they do? That's the power of silence in communication. When you talk less, your words carry more weight. Silence makes you a better listener too. Instead of planning your response while someone's talking, you absorb their words, their tone, their emotions. This deep listening builds trust and strengthens relationships. Here's a real-world example. In negotiations, top leaders often use strategic pauses. A 2017 study in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that pausing before responding during high-stakes conversations increases perceived confidence and persuasiveness. Silence signals you're in control, not just reacting impulsively. Next time you're in a heated discussion, try pausing for 3 seconds before responding. Watch how it shifts the dynamic. 3. Silence connects you to yourself. When was the last time you checked in with you? Not your to-do list or your Instagram feed, but your actual thoughts, desires, and fears. Silence is like a mirror. It forces you to face yourself. In those quiet moments, you uncover what's driving you, what's holding you back, and what you truly want. This self-awareness is the foundation of growth. Journalist and author Ryan Holiday credits his daily silent reflection for his productivity and mental clarity. He writes, "Silence is where I find the courage to keep going." You don't need to be a writer or a CEO to benefit. Start small. After your 5-minute silence practice, jot down one thought or feeling that came up. Over time, you'll notice patterns, insights that guide you toward better decisions and a more intentional life. The science. Why silence works. Let's geek out for a moment. Silence isn't just a feel-good concept, it's backed by science. A 2015 study in Nature Reviews Neuroscience found that periods of silence trigger neurogenesis, the growth of new brain cells, in the hippocampus, the region tied to memory and learning. Translation? Silence literally makes your brain stronger. Silence also reduces stress. When you're constantly bombarded by noise, your body produces cortisol, the stress hormone. A 2018 study in psychoneuroendocrinology showed that even brief periods of silence lower cortisol levels, calming your nervous system. This is why meditation, which often involves silent focus, is linked to lower anxiety and better emotional regulation. The challenge: make silence your superpower. Ready to harness the power of silence? Here's a 3-step plan to get started. Create a daily silence ritual. Set aside 5 minutes each morning or evening for silence. Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. If thoughts pop up, acknowledge them and let them pass. Use a timer to keep it simple. Practice strategic pauses. In conversations, challenge yourself to pause for 2 to 3 seconds before responding. This small habit will make you a better listener and a more thoughtful communicator. Unplug weekly. Once a week, spend an hour without screens or devices. Go for a walk, sit in nature, or just be. Notice how this tech-free silence sharpens your perspective. The payoff. A life transformed. Embracing silence isn't about becoming a monk or escaping reality. It's about mastering it. When you make silence a habit, you'll notice profound changes. Clarity. You'll see your goals and priorities with laser focus, cutting through the distractions that once derailed you. Confidence. By listening more and reacting less, you'll communicate with authority and build stronger connections. Calm. Silence soothes the chaos, giving you the mental strength to handle life's challenges with grace. Here's a story to inspire you. Lisa, a single mom and marketing manager, felt overwhelmed by her hectic life. She started practicing 5 minutes of silence each morning. Within weeks, she noticed she was less reactive at work, more present with her kids, and clearer about her long-term goals. "Silence gave me back my power," she says. "I'm not just surviving anymore, I'm thriving." The call to action. Start today. Silence is free, accessible, and transformative, but it's not easy. It takes courage to sit with your thoughts, to resist the urge to fill every moment with noise. So here's my challenge. Try 5 minutes of silence today. No excuses, no distractions, just you and the quiet. If it feels uncomfortable, that's a sign you need it. Stick with it and watch how it changes you. I'd love to hear from you. In the comments, share how you plan to incorporate silence into your life or how it's already made a difference. If this message resonated, hit the like button and share this video with someone who needs a reset. For more tools to live with intention and strength, subscribe and turn on notifications. Let's build a life where we're not just reacting to the noise, but rising above it. Thank you for watching. Remember, the loudest impact doesn't come from what you say. It comes from the power you find in silence.